What is going on, my Patreon friends, my BTS friends? Phone's trying to pair to my software. Let me get rid of that. My friend Mackenzie tossed me BTS Fake Love in one of our live streams, and I did not get to it, so I wanted to do this one for y'all. Might make it on YouTube. I'm thinking about taking, I don't want to say a purge. I'm working on a masterclass, and I'm going to have to dedicate a couple days to it eventually, so I'll probably reuse this on YouTube eventually. But for now, it's for my Patreon friends. So I appreciate the request, my friend Mackenzie. If I didn't say that, I gotta make sure I get my shout outs out. BTS Fake Love live performance. When was this? 7 months ago. Wow, it was posted 7 months ago. Sweet, let's do this. Let's watch this. English subs, I hope. That was cool, man. That was cool. I was raised a flower that couldn't bloom. Wow. I was reading the lyrics before, man, but oof. I was getting lost in. I think they have an acoustic guitar playing. It might be like a mandolin or something, but I think it's an acoustic guitar in Nashville tuning. So what that means is you have a 12-string guitar, which means that you're 3 low strings, so it goes E, A, D. You have octaves up, so it goes E, E, A, A, D, D. But it's like octave, 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 octave. So high E, low E, high A, low A. So Nashville tuning, you take out the low strings. So you just have high E, high A, high D, and then a high G, high B, high E. And it's like you can play all the same chords. It's the same fretting, same chording, same fingering. But it's got this really high kind of timbre to it. It's really neat. It cuts really nice. It's a little cleaner than a 12-string. It's really interesting. Really interesting tone. I think that's what they're up to in this. Hold on. I want to see the setup for that. I think I said I was raised, but he said I raised. But yeah, I get the metaphor. Of course. Wow. Fake love. It's like a reverse springboard. So you'd think it would be springboard up to the high note, but he's almost bouncing back down off that top note. That's great, man. Wow, that came out with some power. Who's singing that? I can't see who it is. Great harmonies. Oh man, see, I appreciate the group singing as much as I appreciate the group rapping. And I got a podcast. Oh man, I got a podcast. I'm behind on a week because that's so many audio problems. But the next one they have great, Buddy has great. His name's Otis. He's got great layering of his vocals. But this is cool, man, because when you have 7 singers, 5 singers, whatever, you have so many voices. You can do all the harmonies. You can do the group, the gang singing and stuff. But you can also do the group layered rap vocals when you have people that are proficient at rapping. You don't just have one, I'm thinking Linkin Park, you only have Mike Shinoda, and then you have Chester Bennington, dope singer, but not really a rapper, right? It's you have other people that can rap with you at your tier, on your team, on your stage with you all the time, not like a hype man or something, that can spit the shit with you. Man, it's so pleasing, so pleasing. Really minute in. My guy's jacked, didn't he? Well, I mean, like, come on, man. They're all athletes. How long I've been talking about that? That was probably the first thing I said about this band. Come on, man. Show it again. Show it again. Yeah, there it goes. Ugh. Wow. Man, it almost sounds full voice. RM, right? Oh man, I want to say Jimin, right? Was the last one. Killer verse, man. Killer handoff. Yeah, hold that headset, Mike. See, like, the thing is, like, when you're holding a mic, you're in absolute control of where it is for your voice. Doesn't matter, like, if you move, you can follow yourself, right? And it takes time, like, you bash off your teeth a couple times. But with a headset, man, when you're whipping around like that, like, eventually it will move to a degree. But when you got in-ears in, you can hear almost to the decibels, right? Like, because if you can't hear yourself, then you know that things are changed, right? So holding it in place makes sense, especially when you're, like, bent over, you're doing, like, a rocking motion. You don't need any of this. And, like, he wants to make sure that you can hear him, right? That's just like good mic technique, man. Good mic technique. See this? Give me that chorus. Wow, man. Fantastic performance. Fantastic performance. Comment to this video your reason why you love BTS. Oh man, like you have to ask for that. Like you have to ask for those comments. I simply liked that we never saw the crowd once, man. Like that's an American thing, isn't it? Showing the crowd more than they show the band. But it sounded like we were in a stadium. Like you could hear the crowd mic. So they'll have like pencil condensers or like shotgun mics. Doesn't really matter. They'll have them facing the crowd because you gotta imagine like when you're trying to isolate yourself so much that you don't go deaf, you don't have hearing problems over time, and you don't want really loud headphones either, especially when it's like right in your ears, right? So they make them really, really, really isolating so that you get like studio quality at low volume in your ears, right? But the problem with that originally was it disengaged you from the crowd. And now you couldn't hear if people were singing, booing, like what was going on, right? So they started putting microphones facing outwards that don't go through the PA, but they might go to the recording. They might go to my ears, right? And that's probably picking up a lot of that stadium sound because that snare drum was a cannon. And in one of the early rap verses, you could hear it had like a slapback delay, but then you could hear like the stadium like have like a vibration to it with the vocal, man. I'm assuming this was in a huge room. But I like that, man. That band sounded like, what was the rock band called? Ghost? There's a rock band out here, like a sludge rock band called Ghost 2 that I used to listen to. And I think I get the two mixed up. But man, that was just like, that was a punchy rock and roll snare drum, man. I dug that. The guitar tones were cool. The Nashville tuning, like I said, I think that's what was going on. If anyone's a guitar player at home, Anyways, great request, man. This is a great performance. Great performance. I love that head voice section too. Wow, man. Anyways. Thanks for the request. We'll see everyone soon.